10,200 pounds. We've got a 327 rear entertainment opposing super slide Cougar here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. We are the largest Cougar dealer in the area, and this is a model we're very familiar with because this has been one of their most successful, longest running models out there for a very long time. Huge basement storage certainly never hurts that, but that's pretty much a calling card of the Cougar family. I like that they have wide storage instead of tall storage. Wider is better than taller. The max turn nose cap up here is something they've been doing for years, and it continues to be something they do. And they've accomplished it a little differently from many other brands. Basically, you know, on a like 6.5 foot bed, you can get a pretty aggressive like 90-degree turn on this thing without slider hitching, though I do still kind of recommend it just for safety reasons. But the way they accomplish it is structurally superior to what you find a lot of times out there. If you look under here, you see how there's a smooth bend on that trim. That's because this has a single radius piece on the front of that chassis. A lot of brands have a brake, and then it's straight, and then a brake, and the problem with those brakes is they're structurally inferior. You know, that's why you see these ancient Roman structures with radius roof arches and whatnot still standing, but you don't see flat roof structures still standing. It's structurally superior. We've got fully enclosed heated underbelly, 0 to 100 degree rated. That's the Polar Package Plus. Again, something as a Cougar dealer we're pretty familiar with here. Enclosed docking center, and I like that little battery disconnect right there so that when you're not using it, you can keep the battery from getting drained and killed by phantom load. This has been protected from the sun, which is very nice because it keeps the decals looking good and obviously reduces the maintenance you're going to need on things like seals. I've been on the roof. It looks fine. I don't see any failing seals anywhere. It does have the pull-out rear bike rack back here, cargo tray, though I don't believe the previous owners knew that was there, and the only reason I say that is because it's never been touched. It has just never been touched. So that is something that you folks at home will enjoy. All the windows open for ventilation. Windows are tinted, which gives us some cooler interiors. It enhances privacy factors, all that good stuff. Big windows on the freestanding dining table here too. Step inside for you. Little detail stuff I like Keystone does. They've been doing it for a long time. That little marker light right there. You know, it's the little touches like that I see in the Keystones. They do the little things that matter a big deal. And that's just the message of the day on Keystones. This floor plan has been R&D'd by so many other brands, and I don't mean researched and developed, I mean ripped off and duplicated, but no one's ever duplicated the success that Keystone's had with the Cougar 327, and I think there's a couple key factors other brands have missed. So the calling card here, the selling point is that we've got these dual opposing big slides. But it has the feeling of a quad slide fifth wheel because it has a very well-defined partition and wall and countertop here like a quad slide. But interestingly, most of the time triple slides can actually give you a bigger cubic foot of space, or at least equivalent, in a shorter length. So it has the feel of 4 slides with the benefit of 3. It's a best of both worlds situation. Now, what I feel has contributed most to Cougar's success with this model is simply the way they handle the TV. Most rear entertainment models, the problem is the TV is fixed. It only faces straight forward from the back of the coach. Well, you don't have that problem here, because if you look real close, there's actually a nice little lock on this thing. You can pull the TV out on a Cougar, and you can actually twist it to face whatever seating area you want, whether it's the sofa, the recliners, and instead of a theater seat that only faces inward, they are recliners that can have rear-facing views. So you actually do still get a super solid view of the entertainment center there, right above that electric space heating fireplace. Now look what they did with this sofa. This is very different. It's set up to be kind of 2 things in one. I like to call this the napping couch, but first let's look at this rear section. The seating and that base, they actually flip-flop open, and that's a hide-a-bed platform, so you can throw a little air bed on that, and it looks like the air bed pump is right here. I don't see the air mattress anywhere, but that's pretty common. A lot of people just ended up throwing them away. Right here, though, this little giant footrest, ottoman, bonus chair, seat, whatever you want to call it, I've not seen that before. That is different. That is cool. It's interesting that they went away from it, but my guess why they went away from it is shortly after this was built, they switched over to memory foam hide-a-beds, which don't have the physical space to do neat things like this. So you've got a recessing built-in footstool with a little bit of storage chest built in below that too. It's a very good board game holder if that's what you're interested in on a rainy day. It's very good for like if grandkids come over, you got the little game table effectively. So the other thing with this floor plan is you've got about 270 degrees of visibility. You've got windows that start over here and they just wrap around you like your grandmother's hugs, ladies and gentlemen, all the way up there into that hallway window. So there's just a flood of light in this floor plan. Like I have no lights on inside, and there's been so much light in here that as I face backwards toward the bulk of the windows, the camera actually has trouble keeping up. Some of these windows actually tilt open for ventilation on the campsite over here, so you can get some good rainy day airflow. This is a 50 amp service unit. So if you choose to add a second air conditioner, we can do that for you here at the HaylettRV Parts and Service Center. Give us a call, we can get a quote put together. We can get the quote as part of the dollars wrapped up right into financing, which we also do. Well, I guess maybe it's easier to say this. We only do everything at HaylettRV, so whatever you need or want for this, we can obviously handle that. Solid surface kitchen counters, and one of the best parts of this floor plan is it has a truckload of storage. Where you see countertops, there is cabinet storage below. They have the one door on this side and all the doors on the back side because that's where the campsite cook's going to be most of the time. But look at all this delicious prep space. Just chock full of prep space and little appliance outlets. And because it has that partition wall within the slide out to give you a false definition of a room, but a beneficial definition of a room, we're now able to add power outlets to this thing. And notice how like the microwave, it actually angles inward toward you a little bit. So it's very easily accessible. It's very organic and natural. Great pantry space on both sides of that 8 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer. And look at this floor to ceiling storage on the other side here. There's a lot going on in this kitchen. Up top here, we got a vent so you can exhaust some extra heat and whatnot. You know, all kinds of good stuff. And we haven't gone through and cleaned this. It's in pretty fair shape. It could use maybe a quick service bath. Oh yeah, remote control. So your slides, you know, your awning, couple things can be operated off this right here. It's something that you saw on the Cougars for a long time, and they've changed around the remote control setup, but it's something that you know, the brand was known for a very long time. Dual entry bathroom, so you can get to it from the hallway, you can get to it from the bedroom. It's very friendly, especially again when we do have a grandkid guest or an adult guest even coming over. Plenty of floor space and leg room for a big tall goofball like me. If I'm sitting on that stool there, I've got plenty of room to stretch out and, you know, set up shop and make myself comfortable, as it were, and just let things happen. Well, enough on that. Big sink, lots of toilet paper space and storage below there. Huge vanity above that sink, so all of your, I don't know, medicines, toothbrush, all that stuff. Oh, ooh, I just kind of keyed into that door. I never really looked at the door. I love that nice little glass insert with the sort of false part. Oh no, that's not false, that's real. There's actual little etch on that. Oh, look at that. 60 by 80 queen bed. So we've got a true queen bed with opposing cross breeze windows. Again, you can add a second air conditioner up here. Give us a call. The HaylettRV Parts team can give you quotes on that. Lickety split, no problem. We do her all the time. Great storage in this too. And just like in the living room, you've got that pull-out TV station right there. You know, this does it all. I mean, this has been the #1 selling mid-profile fifth wheel brand for 14 years. Very proud to offer them here at HaylettRV because they look great. They've always looked great. They're also among the most intelligently appointed fifth wheels out there. Just a huge monster value with a really big resale value. These things hold their value very well. There's 3 guarantees in camping. Well, in life. But you've got death, taxes, and a Cougar in a campground. I mean, it's just that simple. Give us a call. We'll get you camping. 800-256-5196. HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone. Oh, by the way, you like this thing, but you got a half-ton truck? Well, guess what? We also specialize in vehicles and package deals. Again, we only do everything at Haylett's. Have a good day, guys.